My dear viewers, welcome to this reading. This coffee cup reading is for all Aquarians and it's for the month of April, a little bit over 2026. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. I hope it helps you understand where you're at, what's coming, what are some of the decisions, important factors that you need to know, my dear Aquarius, for the month of April and much more. With a coffee cup, it goes into what it decides, and as much as it decides, Okay, so I hope you're all doing well. I wish you all the best in everything you're doing. My best and best regards and wishes to you all. And I'd like to thank you all for being here and your support, and gratitude for those of you who are supporting me, watching the channel and watching extra 2 videos a week for the sake of my health, or in support of my health rather. I would really appreciate that, and I'm really grateful for that. My dear Aquarius, I want you to be mindful that your coffee cup looks amazing, but I want you to be mindful that prior to this coffee cup, I do meditate, and I'm given a lot of information in meditation, which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you. Wow. Deliver to you at the end of this coffee cup. So just so you know that. Oh my goodness, what's happened to this candle? Lucky it wasn't on. All right, I'm only kidding. Now here we go. Your coffee cup looks incredible as always. There's so many twists and turns and so many decisions, and you know, something very major happening here. Let's start with the first thing. Some of you have gone through some sort of teardrops, hearing some news, some information, something that might be coming to an end, a bridge that's broken perhaps. There is a situation that's leaving you with great sorrow. Someone is leaving, could be somebody passing, could be somebody leaving. I do see that there could have been some temporary troubles that's making someone leave, but something also looks naturally it's happening, so it could be somebody passing naturally. I do feel like you will go through some sort of sorrow without a doubt, and there's a lot of disappointment and dissatisfaction with the way things are going. You want to take some sort of action in your current job or current relationship, but you're not really able to, and that's making it really difficult for you. Self-discipline is very important. Some of you might be going through some rough patches with money, being low on cash. Some of you want to reinvent a new way of life, but you're not certain how to move forward. Major challenges to overcome, that's for sure. I can see that. Until you overcome them, there is sort of like, you feel like frustrated because your hands are tied. You want to do things, but you're not able to do them, and that is a problem. It shows you get ready to move towards a far distance. Maybe there is a blockage, you're not thinking of moving, but it seems like if you move to this distance, there is more. If you bring on this change, the compass is there, showing that the compass of where you're living isn't helping as much. Maybe some of you, maybe this doesn't apply to every Aquarius, that's for sure. But I do see many of you need to sort of relocate or go somewhere where it's more, where the problems are getting resolved. A change for the better is coming. Within 3 to 6 months, the Scorpio season, actually, I feel like something is ending and something is coming. Scorpio is connected to the death card. The death, I saw the death coffin before, so it shows something is ending, something is transforming, or there could be a natural death where it could be, you know, someone elderly, someone not well. There could be something like that where there is a family or personal sorrow. Something is coming to an end for sure, but there are transformations, and you need to know that you need to seek the truth, to discover the truth of where you should be. There's a problem with your direction, the compass and a question mark, where you're at, something about where you're at. I don't know, what could it be? What could it be that where you're at? Anyway, you could be standing at the beginning of a new situation that needs to be resolved. It is going to get resolved, because I do see something wonderful happening in June. June marks a very special time for you, and it's time to be in love. In June, you're becoming in love. You're with someone that you love. You're embracing and shouting to the heaven from happiness when you are with the person that you love, but you're getting together in June. Some of you could be maybe escalating your relationship. Some of you, there could be a distance, and you might be going in June and seeing them. You are on the way to success without a doubt, but you need to know where you're going. You need a plan. You need to know where your future lies. And I'm seeing the compass. And the compass, oh, what happened to these? I wonder, what's wrong with me? Did I not put these on? Oh my God, how absent-minded I am today. Overwhelmed because we got into autumn and already it started freezing. We had to start wearing 3 long sleeve or jumpers or whatever. And that makes me upset because I can't stand the cold. Really can't stand the cold. Anyway, I've never said that, but maybe that's what it is, that I was absent-minded. Everything was a bit of a mess. Anyway, back to where I was. I don't want to keep you, waste your time. Here we go. The next thing I'm seeing, that yes, there is a situation reaching an impasse. You are reflecting your direction on, and your energy onto what to do about this. I do see family matters. Some of you are thinking about maybe conceiving, starting a family, having children. Maybe that's all you're looking for. Many of you are looking forward to that so much that it's all over the place. And I see a seahorse again, to do again with family matters and situations. But I do see a new start. And this new start brings you a lot of happiness, a lot of prosperity is coming with it in this new beginning. That you will be tempted, and you've got to really think about things before you do take on anything on. Something big happening in October this year. Look at that. That's what happens with a coffee cup. It nominates what it wants. October, something about networking, something like a connection, an exposure, something to do with something excellent happening, celebrating. Something to do with September and October. Oh my goodness. It could be about people that are born in September, October, who are Virgo and Libra, either one. Or they might have Virgo, Libra. And then there is something about romance. There's something about celebrating. And there's something about September and October. You have to be careful of self-delusion. You don't get too deluded in sort of not being realistic. Realism is everything to keep you going towards the right path. This is a time for you to contemplate and withdraw and really think deep before taking any actions, rather than just jumping into anything that looks good, that sounds good from the outside, but you don't know the inside. You don't know the outcome. You don't know the circumstances. And you don't know the repercussions. So that's why I had to warn you here a little bit. There's enjoyment. There's resilience. I see sweet goodness all around you in some ways. You're letting out your negativity, especially around June onwards. I see the letter A here very strong. I see the Chinese zero of the horse here very strong. I see the change. I see the dragon, Chinese zero of the dragon twice, Chinese zero of the snake and the goat. The snake 3 times, oh my God, and the goat and the rat and the ox buffalo. All of these Chinese signs are all around this area and this situation. The rat has tripled. The horse has tripled. And so is the snake. Time for you to think deeply. Stability. What is the best thing to do? Especially if you're dealing with someone where they may be, again, moving. There's something about distance and moving. Maybe moving towards, because of work. Moving because of this someone that's special in your life, that you want to be close to them. Moving due to having children, maybe. It's bizarre, but there is movement, and there is something, you're looking at something long-term. A great love partnership begins, where it's going to transcend, heal you, and transcend to high levels. You're longing. Some of you are really longing for a change, longing for someone. There's a desire for something that's not in your hands, and that is killing you. That's making you really sad. And this doesn't apply to everybody, but some of you. Yearning. There's a lot of yearning. As though you're far. Again, it keeps showing as though you're far from someone that you're yearning for. There's a business contract. You see how it's all coming. There's a great business contract where you're signing documents. This could be a gift of money. This could be a work situation. This could be signing a new job, a new business. But it is about permanency, and you're loving it. And there is a lot of money coming your way. You might be dealing with someone that's very goal-oriented, and maybe there is a situation where you might unite with this person and start your own business. There is a possibility of a lot of profits coming from a business. Yeah, business partnership, it shows big time here. You're overcoming some obstacles and you're becoming very empowered. The wealth is helping you overcome these obstacles. A lot of money is helping. You're making progress and you're becoming your own boss. Some of you are really becoming an authority. I see a period of abundance and prosperity all over the place for you, my dear Aquarius. This is incredible. Some of you are going to be given money, some of you are going to find money, and some of you are going to be dealing with theft. All of that together. Somebody might not be very honest with you. Someone might be a bit deceptive. You've got to be very careful. But I do also see you working in a place where there is a lot of money. And you might be working as an assistant. There might be an assistant there. There might be something to do with the unknown that you need to be aware of. Something that might be happening behind the scenes. You've got to understand it and know about it. Okay, I see here that there are two paths facing you, two options. Changes in your life are going to be profound because it's like two life changes, two places, two countries, two states, like that. So you have to come to terms with what the best course of action is. You have to see the truth and see your path and make the right decisions. And you have to not rush, take your time. For those of you who have been fighting with someone, there's reconciliations and there are solid foundations being built. Not only for those of you who are reconciling, but for every Aquarius. Now it's time for solid foundations, and success is going to happen with all your effort. Your effort is going to be rewarded. Something creative within you. You want to succeed at something that's in your mind. It could be to do with money. It could be to do with moral matters, traditional matters, children, family, marriage. Could be those things. It's very rewarding what's coming. It's going to be quite rewarding because I see a tree of clover here. And the clover is all about absolute luck, happiness, unexpected matters. It's about fortune, rewards, and it can also be about living a life of comfort and a lot of fortune. You're hearing some news. You've got to be a little bit patient when you hear this news. It's going to be a bit upsetting. You need to be a little bit patient. You're hearing this news around April. And it looks to me like they may be in connection to someone that's got earth energy in them, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This news is making you really think about things and really sort of intensely look at everything in your life. You want stability. There could be a very nurturing person here around you. Someone loyal and stable. Earth energy, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and that's one of your soulmates. This is actually the main soulmate. My dear Aquarius, your soulmate is Earth and Fire. Earth being number one. Priority. Fire isn't priority, but Earth is, and alone Earth won't do. Has to have fire to make it a full soulmate. If you are with someone that is air and earth, air and fire, that is your twin flame, just so you know. Now, but earth and fire are your soulmates, very important and very rare, because usually Aquarians are always ending up with air energies rather than earth. But when you do meet earth, you find your stability. There's a love situation going on. There's news coming on their way, and there is something you're thinking about on a high level. Between March and June, it started in March and it's going all the way into June. Something major in April where you have to be patient. But I do feel like this is to do with someone that is of earth energy. They're generous and they do care. Family and stability is important to them. That's what it looks like to me, but I don't know what the connection will be, whether it's going to be a twin flame situation or whether it's going to be a soulmate connection. There are messages being exchanged. There are signs coming through movies or music. Listen carefully and trust what you hear, because the heavens and the universe are going to be sort of like notifying you, letting you know what the best course of action is. I feel like there's a part of you that wants to unite with someone and there's a part of you that doesn't. Your heart chakra is activating. I feel like you are going to meet someone very special that you are going to connect with on a high level. It could be a soulmate. But there is someone that's very pushy, someone arrogant, that keeps pushing you. I see Chinese Year of the Rooster here. They're pushing you for something that they shouldn't. You could be yourself, Chinese Year of the Rooster. There could be somebody pushing you. Or there could be a rooster pushing you, born in the Chinese Year of the Rooster. But someone, you know, maybe a bit arrogant and maybe a little bit greedy. You're seeing through the facade. You see things very clearly. You're very powerful in seeing. You want to set yourself free. You're observant. You observe things. You look at things. And this is what makes everything revealed. Even secrets, even the hidden matters, you get to understand them. Because you're always exploring, or you have a lot of passion to explore the unknown. You're meeting someone that possesses great leadership qualities. And you are going to be inspired by their ideas, by the way they think. You're merging with this person. They might be a little bit older than you, this person is a little bit older. But you're expanding your mind and your horizon to look at deeper into this situation. You are stepping into your power and you're looking and you're getting to realize how strong you are. You're strong beyond measure. I do see that there is a warning. Something is being warned not to rush. Savor your life. Don't rush. Yes, there is pleasure and there may be fun and passion, but you've got to be very careful. There is something warning about something. A warning about either now or the future. You've got to be careful what decisions you're making. There's going to be a lot of rewards and a lot of expansion in your life, but there is also a thought about leaving or being or going the distance or looking at moving to a better place, maybe to enhance your experience. You're stepping into a new experience, so that could be also part of it. Could be a new idea, because I'm seeing an aha moment where there is a breakthrough. There are revelations. There could be a new source of income, a new job, or a new idea that you're adding to a new skill that you're adding towards your towards what you're currently doing. You feel very confident, and you are going to triumph. This is a time now for action. But, like I said, deep personal matters need your strength and you need your peace of mind. And success is assured, but you need to take action. In order to take action, you just got to be working everything out and seeing how everything happens. I'm seeing you climbing the ladder, which is really wonderful. And I'm seeing a great victory and a wonderful lion. A lion could be someone that's got Leo in them that might help you, support you. The lion can also be someone, a fire energy, of course, lion, or it can actually mean strength and courage. I do see reconciliation happening for some of you, someone coming back into your life. This could be a past life connection also. Either it can be a reconciliation or it can be a past life connection with someone. Someone that might be, maybe there's Pisces there, possibly. Someone that have dark hair, maybe. You're celebrating, you're enjoying, maybe connected to the Chinese Year of the dog, maybe connected to Pisces. Increase in your wealth and spiritual growth is 100%. Relationship with someone very masculine in energy is ongoing. April marks a very special time for you to heal, to take care of your health, and to take care in difficult times. There are difficult times in April, but there is the celebration and enjoyment at the same time. There is also a journey. Some of you might be taking on a journey. I see here the carriage. It doesn't look like the chariot. It looks like a carriage. There are no horses. So I would say the carriage is about a journey. It's about the journey of life, a mental time out, thinking deeply about your life, about your journey of your life, and all of that. But I'm also seeing a grasshopper, which is a leap of faith. You may be thinking of taking a leap of faith, as long as it's not dictated by someone else, but by yourself. A sudden change is there, especially if you're a cuspy, because I saw a sudden change for Capricorn. Now I'm seeing a sudden change for you. But in your case, it's a little bit different, because the sudden change is in direction. But don't worry, I feel like prosperity is going to be on its way. Some of you might be thinking of having a child. There could be the birth of a child. Like, I don't want to talk about the child's sex, but I do see maybe there is a masculine one, a son. There's a lot of luck, and there is some of you are surrendering to your connection, even though you don't want to fully, but you're doing it. There is a situation to do with a Virgo here, very strong Virgo, or could be connected to September, or someone that might have Virgo in them. Earth energy. There is a lot of time to contemplate. You're thinking so much. You're asking all kinds of questions. You are doing well. You don't want to rush. But there is a situation to do with a new home, a new way of life, and a new chapter, stepping into a new chapter, a new way of life, and a new home. Rising above everything, you have the ability to strategize, to focus now. And this is happening past April, all the way into April to September, 2 months from April onwards. So April, June. I think from June onwards up to June, you are thinking and you're strategizing to see what to do. Your hearts are connected with someone. You feel the connection. And this person might have Virgo in them. It could be. And Virgo is one of your soulmates. Earth is one. They might have fire in them too. And that would make it a soulmate. If not, if it's an air, say for example it's another air energy, then still there will be a connection. Especially if it's a Virgo Gemini, or if it's a Virgo with Aquarius. Aquarius goes very well with Aquarius. You want to see situations long term. There's a transition, and the changes that are happening are making you look at the deeper version of life, like deeper, further, years from now. What will happen? Should I do this? Should I take this step? It is like making a major decision. Don't listen to other people. Trust yourself and trust the truth that you feel. There may be unsuccessful plans, but that's okay. Everything happens for a reason. You will persevere and overcome all problems. I see that. You will see the things that you're not seeing now. You'll be shown the way. You are going to be shown the way, and that is so important for you to know. You are going to be shown the way, and that's going to help you understand where you stand and where you're heading. I love that part there. Opportunities are waiting for you. Great doors opening. You're recognizing your limits. You're recognizing and you're mindful of what you need to do and how to step back and how to take stock of everything and finally face all the possibilities and then make a very positive movement forward. And I love that for you. You know, there is a part of you that does believe in the universe and the way destiny works and everything like that. But sometimes you question situations. You question when you have to surrender to certain things, when you don't want to surrender. June is going to make a big impact in your life because there is a very deep conversation happening between you and someone. And it is about a quest. It is about migration. It is about relocation. It could be about not wanting to leave someone behind. There is something. Some of you are going through a distant situation for sure. You're getting together, then you have to separate, and that's killing you, and you don't want to separate from this person. Destiny is going to intervene because there is destiny here all over the place. Destiny is going to intervene, and it's going to help you understand where you stand. Destiny is going to take over your love life, the passion you feel. And that's going to give you abundance. Also your luck and goodwill and wealth. It's all coming. Stability, change and stability together. And then ultimately you are going to be celebrating the outcome, which that on its own is magnificent. Strong love relationships happening between you and Aquarius, another Aquarius. Always shows Aquarius first. Then there is Libra, Taurus, and there is Virgo, Gemini. So Virgo, Gemini obviously are going to be the strongest because when we go into the earth energy, they might still be there. Okay, so Aquarius, very strong for the majority of you. Then comes Taurus, Libra, and Virgo, Gemini. When I'm going to the earth energy, which is your soulmate, earth, part of your soulmate, then the other one's fire. Your twin flame is air and earth, but not really. Sometimes the twin flame, sometimes when air doubles with earth, it can cause problems. But when air doubles with fire, it becomes more of a twin flame. Okay, so I do see Taurus, Libra, and I see again Virgo, Gemini. That makes it 6 Taurus, Libra, 6 Virgo, Gemini, and 3 Capricorn in the earth energy. So the majority of you are going to be dealing with Taurus, Libra, and Virgo, Gemini. Now, sometimes they could be family or best friends that you're dealing with on a daily basis. That can be also. Okay, moving on to the next level, which is water energy. Now, you don't go well with water. Pisces here the strongest, Scorpio the strongest, very strong for the majority of you. You're dealing with Scorpio and Pisces. And second comes on the level is Cancer. But number one, Pisces. And so many of you are in karmic situations. Karmic situations are water with air. Water energy, with you, my dear Aquarius, being in air energy. Your soulmate being fire comes Aries, very strong. For the majority of Aquarians, you are going to be dealing with Aries mostly. Second on the list is Sagittarius, and there's no Leo. Shocking. No Leo. Let me just check. No Leo. And yet there was one lion, so there is one Leo. Okay, I saw the lion before, I talked about it. Now, as for the Chinese years, many of you are dealing with the Chinese year of the horse being number one, Chinese year of the rooster, Chinese year of the dragon. Then comes the dog and the pig, very strong buffalo, and the cat, rabbit. And then the second on the level is the rat. So you could be a rat dealing with a horse, or you could be a rat dealing with a rooster. But the strong one was the horse, the rooster, the dragon, the pig, the dog, the rabbit, and the ox buffalo. And that's that one. Now, moving on to what I've got to deliver to you, which is very important. I'm just going to have a sip of water before I drop that. A sip of water before I start. My dear Aquarius, bear with me. And that's it, I'm done. Here we go. It says communications are very important. Expression, the way you express yourself, the way you communicate, you have to do it clearly. It has to be done in a way that people understand what your intentions are. Don't hold back. Try to communicate well, try to express well, and try to make it clear so that they understand your intention. That's the first thing that's been said here. Dealing with the unexpected, you will be dealing with something unexpected out of the blue. Listen to advice. It's important to listen to advice. Guidance is needed. Meditation is needed. You need to close everything and go into silence and meditate. You will get advice. Something will be there when it matters, but you need to really take time out and heal and listen to silence until you get some answers. There is a rooster here. I think I did see someone very much controlling your life, or a bit someone who's a bit of like someone who's egotistical and boasts a lot about themselves. You've got to be very careful when you're dealing with a rooster. I also see here a dolphin, which brings abundance and not to worry about things, but the rooster's twice, so you've got to be a bit cautious. If you are a rooster yourself, you've got to be very cautious and not to be deluded in ways of thinking, like try to be very realistic. And pushy, somebody pushy, the rooster. You got to be very careful. Thousands of dollars. That's what I was given. Exactly that. Thousands of dollars. Success coming your way. Someone of non-conformist, not conforming to situations. Making the right choices is vital. Survival mode. Being on a survival mode. August is going to be a time where you might be in a survival mode. Now I'm going to go through all the initials of people that are impacting your life. I got the more the number, the majority of you are going to be dealing with that initial of names. 4 times I was given the number Q, the letter Q for quails, 5 times the letter J for Japan, 5 times the letter Y for yes, 4 times the letter G for grass, 4 times the letter K for kangaroo, 4 times the letter C for Canada, 4 times the letter F for France or fox, 3 times the letter E for elephant, 3 times the letter U for umbrella, under, twice the letter H for horse. The rest are all one. V for victory, Z for zebra, X for x-rays or shield, Shauna, what else? Sean, Sheila, X is for that too. M for Mexico and B for bunny or butterfly. Now, I was given 3 times the number 3, and that's very important. March marks a major decision that you're taking. It's a very special time. You've got to be really thinking what you're starting, what you want to do. 3 times the letter 3. That's impacting March on a grand scale. It is also impacting your business, impacting family matters that are very deep. Also impacting your skills, wanting to either one. It could be either one for different Aquarians, but it is 3 times I was given number 3. Connected to the Chinese year of the tiger, connected also to March itself, people born in March who are Pisces or Aries, connected to the things I talked about from the times you see this cup up to 3 months. And since it's an April reading, April, May, June, July, so up to July, a lot of things will happen to do with family decisions, major factors, to do with business, upgrading your skills, and so forth. The second number I was given only once, number 9, which is connected to the Chinese year of the monkey. It is also connected to end of one challenge, connected to people who are born, and entertainment and fun after the challenge, connected to September 2026, from now to September, and it's all about overcoming a challenge. People also who are born in September are Virgo, which we have Virgo, Gemini 6 times in your reading, and now becomes 7. Virgo or Libra. People either Virgo or Libra. From the time you see this cup all the way to September, one challenge will be over, and then you are going to be having a lot of fun, entertainment, and happiness and abundance. Then comes number 4, connected to the Chinese year of the rabbit, connected to April. People born in April who are Aries or Taurus. There was Taurus, Libra all over the place for you 6 times, and now becomes again 7, like the Virgo, Gemini. So Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Libra are very strong in your life without a doubt. And 4 is connected to the Chinese year of the rabbit. It is about quick success coming your way in April, and from April up to 4 months, quick success. And a lot of things about multiplication, about excessive sex, maybe sex matters, multiplying, thinking about having children, conception, and quick success, and something to do with your territory, the compass of where you are, the direction of your life, and so forth. Wow. I hope you enjoyed this reading, my dear Aquarius. Please give me a thumbs up, but also your comment makes a big difference. It gives us bigger perspective. Can you please tell us what you think about the reading and which part of it affected you on a grand scale?